This is Tar Creek, Oklahoma, home to the former mining town of Pitcher. Much of this land is a reservation for the Quapaw tribe. However, they have been forced to lease vast tracts of the land to mining companies. In 1891, prospectors discovered zinc and lead, and its extraction began shortly thereafter. Between 1915 and 1930, Pitcher was the largest mining operation for zinc in the world. Much of the lead mined here was used by U.S. soldiers in World Wars I and II. In 1958, the metal markets plummeted and the majority of mining operations closed. In 1970, the last mining operation in Pitcher ended. The Bureau of Indian Affairs required the mining companies to leave the piles of mining waste known as chat because it was of so-called economic value to the tribe. Lead, cadmium, zinc, and magnesium from the chat piles seeped into Tar Creek, which makes ground and surface water toxic. In 1981, the EPA proposed Tar Creek as being one of the first Superfund sites. 2 years later, Tar Creek was named to the Superfund's National Priorities List. This means the area is a hazardous waste site eligible for long-term remedial action. Between 1984 and 1986, the EPA began to plug wells and reroute Tar Creek. A review in 1994 found that this approach had failed. The report showed that children living around the mining area had high levels of lead in their blood, and soil samples tested positive for lead. The EPA then began removing contaminated soils from public areas. In 1998, the EPA excavated contaminated soil in Tar Creek residential areas, totaling over 1,300 homes. In 2003, U.S. Senator Jim Inhofe unveiled his plan to clean up Tar Creek. In 2006, much of the funding for the cleanup plan was reallocated to relocate residents because of the serious, immediate health risks. Pitcher Park and other places in Tar Creek Superfund site were fenced off, and appraisals began for federal buyouts of homes. These buyouts were not offered to members of the Quapaw tribe, who remain on that land today. In 2008, a tornado killed 7 people and damaged 150 homes, and spread lead dust from the chat piles further. Mine shafts have been collapsing since their abandonment. In 2009, 4 blocks from downtown Pitcher, a massive sinkhole opened when a mine shaft collapsed there. In 2010, the federal buyout had cost $46 million, and in 2011, the demolition of Pitcher, Oklahoma began.